All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Bo Fogel here with an afternoon update on your forecast for the rest of today and tomorrow. As you know, we saw widespread frost this morning here in the metro, and we're expecting another shot of frost tonight, as well as potentially freezing temperatures north of the metro. So we are still under a first alert 6 weather day for tonight into tomorrow morning because of the potential of more frost and freezing temperatures. So if we head outside right now, it is beautiful. A typical fall-like day out there. Let me bring up a camera for you. Looking at, oh, there we go. So looking at Omaha directly towards downtown, it is blue skies, comfortable temperatures in the 50s. A light jacket definitely couldn't hurt, but it's definitely feeling like fall outside as those leaves change color. But as I said, we are still under a first alert 6 weather day for tonight into tomorrow morning. You can uncover your plants this afternoon as we are still expecting to reach up into the 60s, but tonight we are expecting temperatures to fall back down into the mid 30s, which is good for frost development. And then areas north of I-80 could see even a light freeze, especially north of the metro. So like Blair, maybe even Tekamah, could see freezing temperatures this evening. So this is why we continued with a first alert 6 weather day for tonight. So looking at the lows that we saw this morning, this is the almanac. We did fall down to 35 degrees here at Eppley, here in downtown Omaha. I did hear a couple of other communities did fall down to 32 degrees. That was the lowest one I heard, was 32 in western Omaha. I think I did hear Norfolk got down to like 27, 28. I'm not 100% on that, but I did hear somebody say we did fall down to 27, 28 degrees for Norfolk. But you can see that 35 degrees is ideal temperatures for frost. So we are expecting lows to fall back down to that temperature tonight. 35, 36 degrees for downtown Omaha, and then 34, 35 for the other communities around Omaha. There could be even a town or two that goes down to 33, 32 degrees this evening. So again, widespread frost is possible, but there could be some communities that go down to freezing. So here are your forecasted lows. Look at this. So you notice from along I-80 southward, we stay 35, 36 degrees for the area. But if you go north of the I-80, you notice Tekamah, 31 degrees, Norfolk, 31, Harlan, 31, Denison, 30 as well, Atlantic, 31 too. So it looks like north of I-80, you guys have a better chance of falling down to freezing temperatures. I wouldn't be surprised if some communities fall down to 29, 28 degrees, especially like Norfolk. Norfolk seems to be the town that cools down very, very quickly. So expect more widespread frost tonight. Everybody is under some sort of frost or freeze alert. Most of the area, including the metro, is still under a frost advisory tonight into Thursday morning until 9 a.m. Same thing goes for the freeze warning. The freeze warning goes for the far northern counties. So that includes communities like Tekamah and Harlan and Missouri Valley. You guys are under a freeze warning until 9 a.m. as well. The communities that are in the light blue have the best chance of falling down to 32 degrees or colder than that. Everybody else is likely going to see lows around 35, 36 degrees. So this is why we're still under a first alert 6 weather day for tonight into Thursday morning. So I think it's safe to say that we saw our first frost, so we're not going to break into the top 5 for latest first frost. It was close. If we waited another week, we would have broken it, but we're not going to break into the top 5 for latest frost. Now, freeze for the metro, that is still on the table. We could break the record, but we'll see. Temperatures right now, they're warming up pretty good. Already at 59 degrees at Eppley Airfield, 60 in Millard, 61 in Papillion, 61 in Elkhorn, 66 apparently in Bennington. So we're warming up pretty good here in the metro, and same thing goes for the other communities. 67 in Lincoln, 66 in Wahoo and York, 65 in Nebraska City. So it is very pleasant outside. I was just outside about an hour ago. It felt beautiful with all that sunshine. So if you have an opportunity, definitely go outside. Take a walk during your lunch break. It is just perfect outdoors. Definitely feels like fall, and that will continue for the rest of today. High is going to be up into the mid 60s, and then tonight we'll see clear skies, and once again, temperatures cooling down into the 30s. The winds, not too shabby out there. It was breezy from time to time, but they could gust up to about 25 miles per hour from the northwest, and all that's doing is bringing in that cooler air mass. And then tonight, the winds will calm down, and it will be a peaceful evening in the area. And then looking at your out the door forecast tomorrow morning, definitely bundle up. Bundle up yourself, bundle up the kids. It's going to be chilly. Temperatures in the mid 30s with some areas even colder than that. So heavy jackets, some hats, some mittens, definitely recommended tomorrow morning. And of course, also cover up your plants for tonight because of that frost potential. For your forecast tomorrow, it's going to be pretty much a repeat of today. Mostly sunny with a few passing clouds. Temperatures in the mid 60s once again. Again, widespread AM frost. A very nice day tomorrow. And then looking at your weekend forecast, we are going to see a little bit more cloud cover this weekend. We have mostly cloudy skies on Friday, and then overcast conditions Saturday and Sunday with a chance of a stray shower. Now, it's only at 20%, meaning that it's very isolated. More than likely, most of the area will be dry, but there could be a few communities. I see some brief showers in the afternoon. For Friday, it's looking like it's going to be south of the metro. So Friday is going to be a mostly dry day for the metro, but a few communities like Nebraska City or even maybe even Plattsmouth could see a few light showers. For your Husker game day forecast on Saturday, it's going to be the Northwestern Wildcats versus the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Kickoff is at 11 a.m. in Lincoln. It is going to be a mostly cloudy game, unfortunately, and temperatures are going to be in the 50s, topping out to about 60 degrees. So with the cloud cover and these temperatures, I highly recommend bundling up. It's probably going to feel cooler than it actually is. So definitely going to need a bundle up. I will have some mittens, some hats, a decently heavy jacket because it is going to be a little chilly out there. And then for the other games, we got Iowa State versus BYU. Kickoffs at 2:30. That's also going to be a cool game as well with mostly cloudy skies. And then for the Minnesota and Iowa game, same kind of thing. Mostly cloudy, temperatures in the 50s. They have a chance, the Iowa game has a chance of maybe seeing a stray shower, but most of the game it's going to be cloudy and cool. So any of these football games you're planning on attending, I recommend bundling up for it. Here's what I'm talking about for Friday. You can see most of the day is going to be cloudy, but areas south of the metro, far south, so like Rockport, maybe even Nebraska City and Falls City, you guys could see some light showers in the afternoon. But most of the area is going to be dry, so you really have nothing to be too concerned about. And then the same kind of trend for Saturday and Sunday, where a couple of communities might see some light showers, but it will not last very long. So looking at your 10-day forecast, otherwise, it's just going to feel like fall. We'll see temperatures cool down a little bit Friday and Saturday into the upper 50s because of the cloud cover. That's going to prevent temperatures from warming up too much. And then heading into next week, we will see a little bit of a warm up on Sunday and Monday, but we also are going to see windy conditions. And then heading next week, we'll see a chance of rain Monday and Tuesday. We'll cool down a little bit Wednesday and Thursday in the mid 50s. And then Friday, I know a lot of people prepping for Friday. It is going to be a partly cloudy day with temperatures around 60 degrees, but keep in mind that is 10 days away, so it will likely change. We'll likely see that change a little bit, but for now it looks to be a dry Halloween with temperatures average this time of year, typical lower 60s. So we'll see if that fluctuates. We'll see if we'll go warmer or cooler, but for now it looks like things are staying mostly dry for Halloween. So we'll see if that plays out, and hopefully the weather cooperates and it's not too cold. But just a reminder, Wednesday, and actually I should probably change this. Hold on one second, I just realized something. So today is Wednesday, we'll change this for tomorrow. So just a reminder that tonight into Thursday morning is a First Alert 6 weather day still because of the potential for more widespread frost and even some freezing temperatures north of the metro. So temperatures could cool down to about 35 for the metro, with some areas north of the metro going down to 32. So cover up your plants. And then for tomorrow morning, definitely bundle up. It is going to be chilly over the metro, but I mean, it is that time of year, so we are not going to break top 5 for latest first frost anyways. But I do want to mention that we are still waiting for our first freeze here in the metro, and so that is still a possibility. We still could break the record for top 5 latest freeze. I believe the threshold is November 2nd is when that is the 5th latest day for first freeze. Let me see if I can find that graphic real quick. I'm pretty sure, I think I saw it was November 2nd. Let me see, is it this one? I think this is the frost one. Yeah, that's frost. Oh, I think this is it. Oh, November 8th. I'm sorry. I think it was November 8th. Let me see. Yes, it was November 8th. I apologize. Here, I'll bring up the graphic real quick. There you go. So the latest first freeze was November 8th. So we still have a few weeks before we reach that. So we definitely could see our first freeze before that. But for now, we're still waiting on that. So, but we've already reached our first frost, and we did not break into the top 5 for that. We were close by like 6 days, I think. But yeah, we did not break into the top 5 for latest frost. But latest freeze, still out there on the table. Definitely could break a record for that. We'll see what happens. But that's all the updates I have. Again, First Alert 6 Weather Day continues tonight into tomorrow morning. Meteorologist Jade Steffens will be doing the 3 o'clock to give you the latest updates, and then Chief Meteorologist Emily Roller will be here tonight to give you the latest updates on that First Alert 6 Weather Day. So hopefully everybody's having a good Wednesday and enjoy the nice weather.